Jonathan, I think we've been knowing each other for quite a while. So,
Yeah.
well, first of all, thank you very much for being on this podcast with me. So, I'd like to have you to start with a little bit of an intro and how you got into multifamily.
Oh, okay, great, Jay. Yeah, thank you very much. It's a privilege to be your first guest on your podcast show. I had condos and residential in New Jersey, and I wasn't a Wall Street guy. I was doing a lot of investment banking. I studied hard, and I was doing taxes, being tax director. I felt like I wanted to do something. I'm an entrepreneur at heart, and I want financial freedom. And I wasn't sure how to get there. I was like, you know what? Can I buy a big apartment? That was a big first question. That was a long time ago. That was when I was young, much younger. And I said, can I buy a big apartment? And mom's like, oh, don't think too big. You may not make it. And I'm like, so then I decided to mentor because I didn't know how to do this. And I learned about, syndications and everything else. And that's how I done it since 2018 when I
Okay.
founded Greystone.
Would you mind sharing a little bit in terms like the first property that you bought, particularly like the multifamily? How big was it, by the way, and when was it?
Well, my first deal, I was a co-GP. I believe it was in 2018. 34 units in Atlanta,
Okay.
Georgia. So that was
Yeah,
my first real deal as a GP.
I see. How is multifamily investing impacting you and your career right now?
I had the sixth sense to know when to sell. So I actually timed the market. I bought it in 19 and then it went up in 2022. And I sold all my assets in 2022 that I managed. So I had nothing left, right? So I timed it correctly, like a stock market.
So, for someone who is new in multifamily investing, what is the recommendation to them?
Just like I did, you hire a mentor who can teach you the ropes. You can start off as either a LP, a passive investor, and ask questions, or a co-GP if they let you.
I mean, basically, it's like learning by doing, helping people who have already been there, who
Mhm.
have done things, and then trying to basically learn everything as much as possible to grow.
So that's what helped me accelerate my growth. Is I hired a mentor at the time.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, over the years, what do you think would be the biggest mistake that you ever made, and what would be something that you would do differently this time?
Well, the big mistake was my first property. The mentorship only ended when you close the deal. It didn't teach you about asset management properly.
Mhm.
And I learned a big lesson that you have to have KPIs. You got to have track it very carefully because that's when the real work starts.
Yeah, real estate is really more like a very hands-on type of like industry. So we will never know what mistakes or what traps we will get into until we actually do it. So just
Yeah.
keep learning and learning from people who have done that. That's really crucial. So that's really the second time I heard the theme when we talk. Great, great. So I know the market now has been very, very interesting. Maybe you want to help comment a little bit in terms of the market conditions right now, and where do you see as the biggest opportunities or biggest challenges?
I think it's a good time to buy multifamily now because we're now at the bottom of the market now. And if you can pick up some good deals, then wonderful, all to you. Just have a strong team and have a good mentor in my view. So.
But why do you think right now is a good time to buy? And maybe you want to elaborate a little bit more, particularly for people who are new in the multifamily space.
Yeah, so the rate was it went to 19 and went all the way up to 2021 was really hot and then it just started coming down because you had these black swan events. You had an interest rate hike. When you have a hike 11 times, it's just too hard. So the debt is too high when you have no fixed rate. So then they got hurt and then they're bleeding and that's why it's down. So if those people are bleeding, that's the time when you have to go in and say, listen, we'll make you a deal. Let's buy at the bottom price, maybe at the loan amount, and we'll take it over. And then that's how you win because now the market is at the bottom. And what normally happens in any cycle, even any stock market, it goes back up
Okay.
because the interest rate will go back down. They're gonna start cutting probably next week when they meet again or tomorrow.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, this is something that is definitely valuable as a takeaway, right? I mean, right now the interest rate is high already, but definitely it's a good time to buy since when interest rate is high and then typically the real estate prices or asking prices can be relatively low. So that's good. Anything else that you want to add before we wrap up?
No, I just want to say that if you're in the shoes where you're single family or you want to get a multifamily, go find a good mentor. You can go look around, find what's matched for you.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Jonathan.
Okay.
So I will see you another time. 关注我，通过房地产实现财务自由。